Black Bamboo a positive mention as well. He's going back up in trip. The way he finished at Cheltenham would suit him, surely.
Yeah, he was just a bit of a negative in the paddock. Here they go.
The William Hill Handicap Hurdle gets us underway on Grand National Day here at Aintree, and Johnson's Blue is the first one to show in the light blue silks. Right up there handy early on as well is Classic Concord in the black and red with the cheap pieces. Watching them over at flight number 1. There was a small mistake from Black Bamboo and slightly interfered there with Fleur towards the rear of the field. So up by us with a couple of laps to go. It is Johnson's Blue who leads the way early on. From Classic Concord in second and Bold Endeavour, the red and white diamonds towards the outside of Lord Snooty. Between horses then is Cuthbert Dibble. Johnny Who is next, just in advance of Chantry House with that white cab. Landrake is following those on the inside in the yellow and green. A little bit wider out is Geoffroy, who's run well in this race before. West Bilbao, the previous winner, is next on the inside of Storm Nelson in black and yellow silks, and then top weighted Red Risk in those light blue silks sitting in midfield. Montmoral is just behind Red Risk, and then came Ailey Rose in the purple jacket from Gwennie May Boy in the purple and yellow. Seafin is some way back through them early on, together there with Fine Margin as they jump over flight number 2. There was another small mistake from Black Bamboo over that. Fleur remains towards the rear of the field along with Ramo and Fine Margin, just about last of all at this point as they head down the far side. Towards the middle flight over on the back, and it's Classic Concord and Johnson's Blue, the two who cut out the work. All safely out over flight number 3. From Bold Endeavour, Cuthbert Dibble and Geoffroy, then came Johnny Who, together with Chantry House. Behind Chantry House is Lord Snooty, the black sleeves and cab, as they skip over flight number 4. They're in turn clear from Storm Nelson, Red Risk and Gwennie May Boy and Montmoral. Then Ailey Rose and Seafin from Black Bamboo and Fine Margin and West Balboa. Still more towards the rear of the field is Russian Ruler toward the inside of Landrake, who's lost quite a few positions down the back straight. Ramo is last of all and must be spotting the leader about 15 lengths at this stage. Down the side of the course as they work their way back towards the top of the home straight for the first occasion. Classic Concord in the black and red with the cheap pieces now going on by a length or so to Johnson's Blue in second. Bold Endeavour remains handy in third. Then Cuthbert Dibble, Johnny Who and Geoffroy to the outside of him. More towards the inside then is Lord Snooty under Jack Tudor. Followed closely then by Chantry House and Red Risk, and then Ailey Rose in the purple from Gwennie May Boy in purple and yellow. Then Storm Nelson and West Balboa covered up in midfield to the inside in light pink and blue silks. Black Bamboo still more towards the centre. Yellow cap towards the inside then is Seafin, then Fleur and Storm Nelson and Fine Margin. Russian Ruler still toward the back with Landrake, who was second to last going out over that flight, and Ramo was the back marker. Flight number 7 looming large. It'll be their final jump in another circuit's time. It is Classic Concord together with Johnson's Blue, the leading pair, stepping over that flight. From handy then Bold Endeavour in the red and white. Cuthbert Dibble, Johnny Who the next two, then Geoffroy, and to the inside Lord Snooty. Chantry House, West Bilbao the next two. Then Red Risk and Montmoral in the yellow silks from Fine Margin, and Ailey Rose and Black Bamboo in amongst them there. Then Seafin and Fleur. Russian Ruler has 3 behind. There's a Ramo, Storm Nelson who's lost ground, and Landrake who's last of all as they begin to take the left-hander that would lead them through the national starting point and out into the back straight, with now 6 more flights of hurdles left to take in the opener on National Day. That is Classic Concord who leads up and shows by the best part of a length as they begin to turn into the far side. From racing in second and still very much handy on the inside as well as Johnson's Blue. They've always been prominent, that pair, and Bold Endeavour has always sat chasing them. Geoffroy wider out there from Johnny Who and Cuthbert Dibble, followed then by Lord Snooty over the first over on that back straight line. Storm Nelson jumped it slowly. Landrake is last of all. Those two getting a little way behind the others. Now towards the middle flight over on the back straight, and it's Classic Concord by 2 lengths to Bold Endeavour and Johnson's Blue. Geoffroy, and then Johnny Who from Cuthbert Dibble, and lands over in sixth position from Lord Snooty. West Balboa, who still travels nicely just in behind the gallop. Chantry House a little wider from her. Then Montmiral and Seaford and Red Risk, and then came Black Bamboo and Fine Margin as they jumped over the final flight over on the back straight. Johnson's Blue almost now back level with Classic Concord as we're about to leave the far side. Bold Endeavour, and then Geoffroy, Johnny Who, and then Lord Snooty. Cuthbert Dibble, they're all chasing up the speed. Then Gwennie May Boy, West Balboa and Chantry House the next ones. From Black Bamboo, then came Montmiral. Fine Margin losing ground going around the turn. Red Risk is now under pressure. Russian Rule has never quite been in it. Ailey Rose has dropped away. Fleur is now also struggling. So we're about to turn towards home in the opener. The William Hill Handicap Hurdle being led by Classic Concord under Connor Brace. From Bold Endeavour, Geoffroy and Johnson's Blue. Then came Johnny Who and Lord Snooty from Gwennie May Boy and West Balboa. Every chance from there. Chantry House not too far away still. Then Montmiral in the yellow, approaching 3 out. Classic Concord landed with the lead, but now been swamped. Geoffroy, Gwennie May Boy coming there. Johnson's Blue under pressure. Johnny Who now serves it up to Gwennie May Boy. Bold Endeavour, Lord Snooty, West Balboa right in behind. Then Geoffroy and Montmiral. They're on the way down towards the final flight of hurdles, and it's Charlie Todd on board. Gwennie May Boy that leads the way. From Johnny Who racing along in second. West Balboa and Lord Snooty trying to challenge over the last. Gwennie May Boy landed running a good 3 or 4 lengths in front from Johnny Who. Then Lord Snooty and West Balboa clear from Montmiral. They're up the running, and it's Gwennie May Boy who is clear by 4 lengths. A real scrap on for second place, but no doubt about the winner. The opener will go to Gwennie May Boy. Gwennie May Boy home in front. Lord Snooty in second, tight for third, maybe just West Balboa from Johnny Who, then Montmiral, Black Bamboo, and long-time prominent Classic Concord.
Variations on a theme. Skelton in a handicap hurdle again, and a big one, and at a festival. This time the second string, or was he? Gwennie May Boy wins for Charlie Todd. He stands aloft in the irons. Huge day for him, and daylight to the runner-up. Lord Snooty's run a fine race for Kitty's Lights trainer Christian Williams, right back to form. 1-3 for Skelton with West Balboa in third. Johnny Who's run a good race in fourth. Festival winner Montmiral is back in fifth. Quite long intervals, the longest interval between winner